Today on Chelly's Mental Wealth, we're going to be discussing couples therapy, marriage counseling. Yes, people, this is a very highly requested video. And in this video, I will be providing information and the differences between receiving marriage counseling in a private setting and having marriage counseling in a group setting, because it's totally completely different. I've tried both, so I will be discussing the difference to see what fits you and your goals. Secondly, I will be providing information as to what you should be looking for within a therapist so that it fits what your ultimate goal is as to what you want help within your relationship. Thirdly, I will also be providing information as to why it's beneficial for you to go to a marriage counselor or just seeking therapy in general, and how can it benefit your relationship and what skills you're going to be gaining if you do go to a couples therapist. And lastly, I will be providing 2 tips that I obtained from my therapist and my experience with participating in both settings, and hopefully maybe you guys can apply it and I can hook you guys and it actually can help within your guys' relationship, and maybe it can prompt you to go seek a therapist because of the tips that were provided within my experience with receiving couples therapy. So stay tuned for that. Please stay. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like. I'm gonna have Mr. Hootie, Baby Hootie, and Dante with me. So just, you got an audience, say hi to them. I look a little plain, so I had, no. Got that from EDC. Hootie. Oh, my son named him Hootie. But anyways, let's get this video started and let's go. So, couples therapy in a group setting. Oh, I gotta call you guys. Darn it. I'm back. Sorry for that, you guys. I got a phone call. It was work related. And so we're going to be talking about the differences between couples therapy in a group setting and couples therapy in individual settings. So, oh yeah, and my son's going to be yelling in the background because he's playing Fortnite. So just ignore that, okay? These kids are just so obsessed over weird things. Right now, it's all about Fortnite. And it's making him a little bit disrespectful. I don't know if you guys have problems with that with cousins, brothers. Leave some comments down below and let me know. Because I think it's a behavioral problem that they're yelling and screaming. But anyways, I don't want to go off topic. The difference between couples therapy in a group and individual setting. So the difference is when you're in a group setting, obviously there's going to be different couples. And I think the con about it is that you're going to be comparing yourself with other relationships that you're seeing there. And that's anyway. So yes, that's what the difference is the fact that you are seeing other couples, so you see their dynamics, and sometimes you're going to compare yourself to them, and it kind of adds more strain into your relationship, and it doesn't really help with what you're trying to go for. So sometimes I think that it could be detrimental. So it really just depends on you and your partner. If your partner's more private, is your partner gets shy, if you're shy. In general, if anyone's shy, couples therapy in a group setting could be a bit difficult. If you like team setting stuff and you're pretty open and you don't care if people know about your stuff and you're not a jealous person, if that's not your problem within a group setting, then you can totally do couples therapy in a group setting, because it's kind of the same thing. You kind of compare situations to, it also kind of helps like rationalize that, oh, well, my situation is not as bad too. So that could be a benefit as well. With individual therapy, it's a bit different. It's more private. You're just working one-on-one with the therapist. You can ask questions. You can, because I guess in a group setting, you can't really ask questions until the end. That's what I had to do. If I had any questions, I would wait until everybody was gone. Especially if it was too personal. But in an individual type of setting, you can really build rapport with your therapist. They can really kind of figure out and get to the nitty gritty as to what you guys need to fix. I think that's what's really beneficial to that. And the thing that you have to look within a therapist is making sure that there's that rapport, making sure there's that connection where you feel like they understand both sides and there's no bias. I think that's really the most important, is that the therapist is not biased towards either side and has is what you want to target. It really just depends on your personality. For me is I just want to get to the nitty gritty. Like I want to talk, but I don't want to get stuck there. Like I want to problem solve. Like let's problem solve. And there's some therapists that take that approach. There's some therapists that don't. There's a lot of talk therapy that still happens first. We gotta process, talk for a while, for a long time. Then we problem solve. There's therapists that's like, all right, we ain't gonna talk. We're going to talk as we go, but we're going to problem solve as we go. I don't know. It just really just depends. But the important part is that there's a rapport where you trust your therapist. Okay. And then it's not going to add a strain in your guys' relationship as well. So if you do not feel the therapist, if you don't like the therapist, if you've tried it a couple of times and it's not working, my suggestion would always be switch it up. Do not get stuck. Don't waste your money, but switch to another therapist. See if you need to try a male therapist, or maybe if you tried a woman, you need to do the opposite, or X, Y, and Z, you know. Try different, or maybe it's the age, and maybe it's all about like the image. Like you feel like you need to be seeing someone that's older because they're wiser, and if they look younger, it kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't help with the learning process, things like that. It's the rapport and the connection, and don't be scared to cut it off. Like you could just stop talking to the therapist and find someone else. But I would hate for someone to stop seeking therapy just because it didn't go well with that therapist. Switch it. And then what benefits do you get from couples therapy? Well, you guys, communication skills, empathy skills, problem solving skills is the three main things that you will learn in couples therapy, because that's pretty much what it is communication, understanding, listening skills. Empathy is kind of like learning how to put yourself in that person's shoes, not feeling sorry, but just knowing how to put yourself in that person's shoes. So those things you'll obtain while going into couples therapy. And even if you don't work out, at least you'll have those skills for your next relationship. And at least you know that couples therapy is something that could be beneficial as to finding out if it's going to work out or not, because that's also a tool that you can also use, that if that's all or nothing and you've tried everything, you've exhausted everything, you're going to go seek a couples therapy, and then that will kind of help you out. Like, all right, if a professional can't help, then I think I gotta cut it off, okay? And then what else? I feel like I'm talking really fast, you guys. The tips. Okay, let's talk about the tips. The tips that really helped for me was the affirmation tip, where my couples therapist said, I want you guys to send a text message or say it in person, something that you appreciate about them, value, you know, really think hard. And he told us to do this every day, and that's a long time, because a couple of days you're gonna really just think about like the simple ones, the easy ones, and then after a couple of days you're gonna be like, oh man, I gotta really think about some good ones. And you really think hard, especially if you're so used to thinking about negative things. It really helps kind of redirect negative thoughts. So doing that exercise really helped my relationship a lot, and that's something that you can probably apply in your marriage or relationship and see if it works. Try it out, but your partner has to reciprocate. And then also too, you can't get bent over who did it first. You just gotta do it. If you know you're the one that will do it, just do it. Like, just do it. Even if you forget all day, I mean till night, and then you do something and then it doesn't matter. Just do it. Do it. Model those positive behaviors. Worry about you. Not your partner. And that's going into the second one. The second one is focus on you. If you want to better the relationship, first fix you. Like, you gotta be able to really look within you and say, okay, what am I contributing in this relationship that's negative? Something that's negative, or how can I really improve certain things to make this relationship better? So focus on you, because if you start focusing on your partner, it's going to be very difficult for you to move on. And it's just, you're not really working as a team, you're kind of working against each other. So just think about that. And the last tip that I would give is communication skills. So actively listening to your partner. I will be making a separate video how to do this, but I'm just going to kind of give you a little summary. It's basically listening to your partner without thinking about what you're going to say, but really listening to your partner and rephrasing it. So paraphrasing it, like pick the beginning, middle, and end and rephrase it. So they can hear that you understood what they said. Doesn't mean you agreed. You're just paraphrasing and validating what they said, so they know that you're hearing. Because sometimes arguments and conflicts continue because the partner feels like you're not hearing them, and if you just kind of repeat it, they're, oh, okay, you heard me, but don't mean you agree, but oh, okay, yeah, you heard me, okay. So those are the tips that you can use. Hopefully you guys can implement them. Please let me know if you did try them, or let me know if you guys have experienced couples therapy and if it was bad or good. Maybe I can give you guys some suggestions, some references, or some other tools. I will be making other videos as to some of the tools that they gave me. Like I have this one right here where it's the floor. It kind of helps you understand how you should do that communication thing that I just talked about. And this is the one that I love the most. Rules to Fighting Fair. It's about how many rules? 14 rules. 14 rules to learning how to fight fair. These rules are amazing. It can apply to any relationship or any type of verbal conflict that you're having with someone, and I'm going to do a completely separate video on this because it has 4 things and it's going to take a while. And it's just for anyone that's interested in just learning one specific skill. And you know, if someone's interested, maybe I can do a PDF copy. I don't know, but just, you know, this is another tool right here. Let me know down below. I probably am going to do it because this is really beneficial. Like, you don't understand these things. It's just hilarious. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, share this. Please leave some comments down below. Give me some suggestions. Like I mentioned, tell me about your experience with couples therapy. My next video is going to be about individual therapy, so stay tuned for that. And watch my Spanish video. Watch my other videos if you're new to this channel, so you can learn some more. Or maybe somebody else may. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned to the next Mental Jelly Wealth. Sorry, I said that wrong. To the next Jelly's Mental Wealth. Peace.